Welcome to toy-polloi.
Hello and welcome to another video from toy-polloi. Now, it's been a little while since I've done a toy finds video showing you the stuff I find at toy fairs, and today I thought I would do an extra special one. I got myself a new camera, so I've actually filmed some footage walking around the Bath and West toy fair, which happens fairly near me at a regular basis. So today I took my camera and I filmed as I wandered around the toy fair to show you some of the things I see and some of the bargains I was able to find today. Now, the first thing I needed to do when I got there was I'd already arranged with a seller to pick up an Action Man outfit, which was the Action Man Parachute Regiment outfit, something that I've been wanting for quite a while since I did my first Action Man restoration. This was an outfit that I remember having as a kid, so I pre-arranged to pick this up. And as you can see here, this is what I got. It's a pretty nice outfit. This is Action Man, one of the ones I've restored actually. This is the talking guy I restored, and the Action Man outfit is in really nice condition. It's got all the bits, and this Parachute Regiment outfit is a little bit fiddly to find because there's so many bits to it. You've got little scarves and knives and all sorts of bits, and these little putty bits that go around the feet. So I'd already arranged to get this because I thought finding all the bits separately was going to be a bit of a job, so it was easiest just to buy it as a one-off. Also, while rummaging around on another stall, I picked up a couple of other little bits and bobs for Action Man, because I'm building another uniform that I had as a child. So I managed to pick up a gun and a belt, which were two bits that I needed for the uniform. These probably aren't the exact ones, but they'll be good enough for what I want to do. And the guy who's selling that on his stall, he had quite a lot of good stuff, so it was nice to have a rummage around. He did actually have quite a lot of He-Man stuff as well, but they were all in really quite bad condition, and there were so many broken parts and so many bits missing. I decided to pass on picking up anything else from his stall. Although, you know, they were quite good prices, it's just that they were too broken to even bother starting with, really. Now, if you've watched my recent videos, I did a one on toy tips about sort of toy-polloi's top toy tips for collecting toys. And what I always say, and I've said to a lot of people, and I said in that video, is that I go to toy fairs where they don't necessarily sell Star Wars stuff. And the reason I go there is because you're more than likely going to find a bargain. And on one of the stalls, I was sort of browsing around, normal sort of stuff that's selling lots of dinky bits and bobs. When I had a look under the table, in amongst the other bits, there was a bag of stuff, and they only wanted £2.50 for it. So this is the bag of stuff I got. And even when I bought it off the lady, she said she doesn't know what this stuff is, and which is why it was only £2.50. So let's open this up and we can see what I got for £2.50. As you can see here, let me just move the camera down slightly. It's some Star Wars figures. So all of these 5 figures cost me £2.50 in total. So there is a reasonable condition pop-up R2, no, it's not a pop-up, it's a sensor scope R2-D2, so missing the sensor scope, but actually not bad. Then there is a Chief Chirper. As you know, I've reviewed this recently. It's not a favourite figure of mine, and this guy's pretty worn, but he'll do for sort of army building. There was a Wicket, and there's a T-bow, a little bit yellowed with no parts. But one thing I did really like in this, and it's just a figure I've been wanting to find for a while, is this Playmobil Robot Xy6. Now, if ever there was a argument for sort of copyright protection from Lucas, I would say this is it, because let's hold it up to a normal R2-D2. As you can see, it's exactly the same size, and if that's not a rip-off of R2-D2, I don't know what is. So it's quite a nice little oddity figure. I'm just going to add that to my Astromech collection as just a little oddity, but it's quite nice to get that. So there you go, that's a perfect example of why you should go to toy fairs where they don't specialise in Star Wars, because people don't know what Star Wars stuff is worth, and you can get all of that lot for £2.50. And so I spent about 2 hours wandering around the toy fair, and just as I was about to leave, I thought I'd have one last rummage, and in the bottom of a box again on a guy's stall, I found this little beauty. And this is a key car made by Knickerbocker. Now, more often than not, you'll see the Dukes of Hazzard one, so you get the Dukes of Hazzard generally, or the cop car. It's not often that you see the others, and it's not often that you see them with the actual wrist racer little sort of wrist attachment thing. This is the bit you wrap around your wrist, then wind up the car, pull the ramp out and fire it. It lifts up, the lid lifts up and the car fires out. It's not often you see these at all, especially not ones that aren't the Dukes of Hazzard. So I picked that up. I think that cost me £5. Not the cheapest of things, but as you don't see them very often, it's certainly worth picking up. So there you go, that is my toy finds video. I've got lots more footage of this toy fair, so I might add a little bit of it just to the end of this video if you want to see some more. It's not the greatest of toy fairs that I went to. It is a lot of sort of toy cars and trains, not the main sort of thing I collect, but the reason I go to those fairs is because you can find bargains like the Star Wars figures that I found here. So hope that's been of interest to you, and thanks for watching.
Thanks for watching Toy-polloi. Subscribe for more great videos. You can also follow Toy-polloi on Twitter and Facebook.